Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi-ho.
And when you're down here with me, you float down!
Like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Friday the 14th podcast. I am the bad guy, Nick H. The H is silence.
What's up, guys? Sorry. I was trying to share this on Facebook, and I hear the echo, so it freaked me out for a second. So what's up, guys? My name is Mr. Fuentes, and we're back for the Friday the 14th, and it's that time of the year. It's the end of it.
The end of it.
And yeah, this is kind of unless we have any more surprises for the end of the year, or before the end of the year, this is the last episode of Friday the 14th for this season. And then we're going to pick right back up beginning of the year. Same time, same place here on YouTube.
It's all news stream somewhere.
And of course, Spotify, wherever else you stream. But yeah, I mean, it's been quite a season. Don't you think, Nick?
From initially the start of it, us for the Grudge episode, and then it's like the other two stepped down, and it became just us two, a two-man party. Every once in a while, we would have Fresh and Franco pop up. But I mean, for the most part, it's been the two-man band.
Yeah, I remember the first day that Franco had talked about inviting you onto the podcast, and I was like, the way he said it, it was like he wasn't sure if everyone was gonna be like wanted you to. I guess I don't know. He was just like, "Hey, I hope y'all don't mind, but I told Nick he could join the podcast too." And I was like, well, that makes sense because I've seen your backgrounds and stuff like that. And I was just like, you're obviously a horror movie enthusiast. So it makes sense that you would be part of this podcast. And then I find it funny that, the two founding members were Franco and Manny. And then we were the ones that got pulled on as extras. And now we're the ones that are carrying it.
The extras. Well, I mean, initially Franco, he wanted to just start the podcast with only two people, well, him and Manny, because I don't think he really wanted to have a full-on team. But then it just kind of went that way.
Yeah, but no, I mean, this is probably one of the coolest things. I got to know you a bit better during this this year of doing podcasts with you, and we definitely, I think, got in sync with a lot of our ideas and what we talk about. So, I mean, it's been a good year. I like the movies we've reviewed, and I think it's going to be even better next year, man.
Nice. Even though it's been a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, it feels like it's been a while since we actually we done a show together. I mean, I don't know. I think it's mainly because I've been keeping my what the hell's the saying? My hands dirty. My hands
busy.
I've been keeping myself busy. I don't know what the hell the term I was trying to go with that. But yeah, I've been keeping busy since the Jack Frost review, and then there was the bonus Ginger Deadman episode. I was kind of hoping you were gonna jump onto that one, but you were busy. But I did have a special guest on for that one. Pretty good episode. Then I was doing 2 other streams.
I know you've been busy yourself with lots of streamings. The new segment on Imosawa, right? Imosawa Live. You've been doing that more solo by yourself.
Most alive, yeah. Plan on doing a little bit more.
But I mean, that's open for everyone on the brand to just have a random episode, right?
Yeah, it's still out there. I think whenever I get done doing once I have enough build up, I guess I'm just gonna have to recreate one with a name specifically playing the bad guy.
Yeah, the bad
um,
guy.
but
We're just
yeah,
gonna call it the H is silent.
the H silent stream, the silent H
The
stream,
H, silent of the silence of the H
something like
podcast.
that. But
um,
anyways, we're already five minutes in, just talking about what the year.
well, I mean, it's the end of the year. It's the time to reminisce, man. It's time to look back on our accomplishments. 25 episodes this year. That means we did an episode every 2 weeks, like we were supposed to, all year long. And I know we missed a few, but I know we picked back up from there. We even missed like a week, and I think we doubled up 1 week, like went 2 back to back just to catch back up. But you're not gonna stop this train, man. We're gonna keep it going. Friday the 14th, forever.
Forever.
Next year, I'm thinking about getting the shirts. We go Friday the 14th in the front. And you have Nick H in the back and Mr. Fuentes in the back.
Our names are our faces,
Our
or our
names,
full bodies.
our
It's
full
like, what's going
bodies.
on? Just a
Yeah, and
picture of
then
us hugging each
we
other.
could even make a few for some of our supporters who would like a Friday the 14th podcast shirt. You know, let us know in the comments what y'all think, and reach out to us. We'll be letting y'all know if we start getting that done. You know, where you could get one. But yeah, let's get on with the review. 7 minutes in, and we haven't even
Alrighty.
talked once about the movie we're reviewing today, which is
About
Krumpus.
2015.
What?
2015. Because there's a lot of Krumpus movies.
Oh, okay. So Krumpus 2015.
There you go.
This this one had like a few familiar faces that a lot of people would very recognizable people. It had Adam Scott in it, who played the father Tom. It had Dave Crocher. I don't know, man. I always just know him as a guy that's usually an asshole in the movies. And then I've seen Aunt Dorothy before in movies, but I don't know who she is. Conchata Farrell. And then a lot of the kids were kind of newcomers. MJ Anthony, he played the main protagonist in this movie. Max, well, I wouldn't say protagonist, but the main center of interest. I don't think he was really a hero. Is that what a protagonist is? I thought the protagonist was always the hero, but I guess the protagonist could be the main focus as well. I guess he was the protagonist. Toni Collette played Sarah, which was Max's mom. Adam Scott already mentioned him, but he played Max's dad. And then we have Stefana Leva Owens. And she played Beth, which was Max's sister. And it's pretty much really all you really need to know about the people that were in this movie. Obviously, there was Krista Standler, who played Omi, the grandmother, the wise grandmother, who kind of knew what was going on the whole time. Was that a spoiler? God damn it. I always spoil things.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Spoiler-free synapses.
So, it's a few days before Christmas, and all through the night, not a creature was stirring. Especially at night. No, so it's a few days before Christmas. You know, like normal family things, they were having a family get together, and you know, like normal families, they were having a little bit of a rough patch. And after one kid loses his faith in Santa, he makes a wish that he later will regret. And Krumpus comes to town.
Was that an official synopsis, or is that a made up synopsis?
It was made up. I just made it up right now.
This just been synapsed again once again. It's gonna be on
What's up?
T-shirt also. So you just been synapsed once again.
Been snapsed. Like Thanos.
Thanos. Spoiler.
Speaking of Thanos, we have a new skit out that me, Nick, Franco, and Andy are all in, called Spoiler Man. Right? That's what it was called? Spoiler Man? Yeah, that's right. Spoiler Man. And you can check it out on the Emo Sawal Productions now. It's a fun skit to remind everyone, don't you spoil Spider-Man No Way Home. We're going to see it tomorrow, and it's going to be awesome. I hope.
You hope.
So yeah, spoiler-free rating. This was kind of hard because, like, I really did enjoy this movie, but I also don't think it has a replay value to me, like that I'd watch it just again to watch it. So I'm gonna give it a hard 3.5.
Ooh, that's pretty hard.
Yeah, like a really hard one. Like it doesn't. It's not soft at all. It's hard.
It's not
in
soft.
there. It's a 3.5, man.
Gets the job done.
3.5 machetes. Danny
Ooh,
Trejos.
3. I can see myself enjoying this some over time. The initial watch wasn't that way, but I did kind of get another. I don't know. As long as watching this movie, I was watching it on a Blu-ray. I watched like half of the beginning, and then I fell asleep. Not because it was boring, because I was tired as fuck. But the next time I picked up on watching it, I mean, I started from the beginning and all the way to the end. So giving it a watch, I'd say 4 machetes.
4 machetes.
Just a little bit higher than your rating, but like I said, I can see it being a classic.
Yep. You know, I can give you that. I can give you that. Maybe this is like a movie. Like I own The Night Before, which is funny because The Night Before came out the same year as this movie did, 2015. You know which movie I'm talking about, right? With
Is that the one with Seth Rogen?
yeah, it's the one with Seth Rogen and something Lovitz.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
That guy. And then Anthony Mack, aka the Falcon, aka the new the new Captain America,
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon. It's a pretty great movie, actually. I like to watch that once a year around this time. Might actually watch it soon at some point. But yeah, 3.5 and 4. All right. Well, Nick, why don't you start us off about your favorite scene, since this is a 4 for you? Oh, just kidding. Before we go to that,
spoiler warning. Go check it out now. I think it was on Hulu, to be honest, but I have it up. What was it?
Yeah, but no, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so it's like, go ahead, check it out now on 4K Ultra HD. That's what I have it under as. So yeah, I have it. I picked it up on a 4K.
You have a 4K player?
Yeah.
Dang, you're rich, bro.
That's not a sponsorship. But if you want to pick it up, this one's referred to as the naughty cut. This is a Shout Factory exclusive. You can pick it up at Best Buy. But yeah, 4K. Check it out. So going into the scenes, I think I'm gonna start off with a visually scene. I thought it was pretty cool when you first initially see Krumpus, when he jumps on top of the houses, like he's just hopping out there whenever the daughter sees him. I was like, oh man, that looks pretty cool.
It was really dope.
I just see him running like, oh shit. Another scene. I liked like towards the end of the movie pretty much. That I found it pretty hilarious because the main kid at Max, he's telling Krumpus and the elves to let his cousin go, and then they look like Krumpus is gonna give it. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna give you back your cousin, but then they just savagely just drop his cousin inside the pit.
Yeah.
Like, Krumpus savage.
Yeah,
He ain't no good guy.
No F's, man.
No F's were given.
No F's. Yeah, like I really well, there's a couple of things I liked about this movie. First off, I really liked the beginning. Like everyone fighting for like Christmas presents and all the stuff like going on, and people being kind of like, I don't want to say violent, but like it was a good portrayal of like what we've become like in society. Like, you know, Christmas is supposed to be something where, you know, we're more caring and giving, and it's supposed to be the time of sharing and the sacrifice of giving, like Omi said, you know, the grandmother. And we just got to this place where we just don't do that anymore. It's a society, you know, it's a very greedy holiday to be. Well, I'm not saying for everyone, but for most people, it's a very greedy holiday. You know, it's a lot of I want, we want, but not really a lot of giving. And when you give, it's like, I don't know, it's just not as what I think this holiday was intended for. So that beginning was a really good portrayal of, you know, that we kind of need Krumpus in our lives.
We need Krumpus in our lives
to help out with them, to help out with some of this greediness that's going on in the world. So I liked how that like kind of set the scene. It was just like, okay, you know, people can be garbage. And then one of my favorite scenes was pretty much like the first time, and it's so funny because it's like, well, like you said, whenever Krumpus first kind of would like jumping from house to house, like kind of like his introduction, it was pretty dope. Like that was really cool visual. But like the first time you see the little hook coming down the chimney and then the little gingerbread man on it.
The
like,
gingerbread man?
Huh?
The gingerbread man?
The gingerbread man, yeah. Like that scene where the kid like goes and like bites the head and then he's just like, ah! And then he's just like, just kidding. And then he like just basically wraps them all up and kidnaps them. I thought that was a really cool scene. Pretty well done. It was really enjoyable. I think I say a lot. Anyway, it was really enjoyable during the fight scene part where all the different toys and things kind of came out and came alive. I said it again. Because it was just visually stimulating to see all of it, but also the like idea and artwork and production that got put in, the creativity, that's what I was trying to say, of like each like monster, like the Jack in the Box kind of being like almost like a demon, like worm type of deal or something. And then obviously the gingerbread men are people that basically were hoodlums in a sense. Those are fun. But like visually, yeah, like you're saying, like you know, you want to talk about a visual scene. Well, you know, there's a lot of the costumes in this movie where like the elves and stuff show up and things. Like they were really well done. Like everything was costumes and makeup for all, even Krumpus. When you finally get like the close up look of Krumpus, it's just like there was a lot of I don't want to say patience, but a lot of work that went into making him look like a cool guy or a badass. Or even the reindeer at the end, it was pretty cool, like seeing all of them. But yeah, overall, it was a visually stimulating movie, and very well done aesthetics and things.
I really like that. Well, like whenever the grandmother's actually doing the whole storytelling of her when she was a child. What
Mhm.
she had to get like when she was getting like little bread, and people were just like pretty much took it out of her hands. Like
Mhm.
I enjoyed the whole little animation going through it,
Mhm.
and just seeing like how Krumpus is like that savage that he would just like go out, wipe out, or just steal people and take them to the underworld, and how the grandmother was just in the bed like all terrified, and then all she got left like was the bell, the Krumpus bell.
Yeah.
I like that whole idea. It's kind of creepy, but it's like a fucked up reminder. It's
What
like
is?
this is what you wish for pretty
Oh,
much. You just gotta live with that reminder. This is all
yeah.
your fault that your family and everyone is pretty much gone.
Yeah. Um. I mean, it's not really their fault. Like, they were see, and that's what people think. Like, oh, it was their fault. Like, no, it wasn't the last person. It wasn't the person who gave up's fault at the end. He was just the last person, just like the grandmother, to still believe and be like basically a good person in that family. That's what kept them alive. They all had a part in it. But the straw that broke the camel's back is yes, the last person. And that's why they were gonna get a pass, but nope. Kid was like, I'm gonna plead and beg with Krumpus. And Krumpus was like, Get the get the hell out of here, Charles. Um
What'd you think of the comedic scenes, or whatever? Anytime they try to throw humor in it.
yeah, I think I was looking at like the tagline for this, and this is tagged its genre as horror comedy. Um but I didn't really think there was that much comedy in this, like some of the scenes were like comedical, like whenever they're fighting the stuff, all the things, and all the scenes with like, especially the gingerbread men. They brought a little bit of comedic relief. Um, I didn't find them out of place, if that makes sense. The comic didn't feel like it was like randomly just thrown in there. Like it was actually like was pretty well embedded into the movie. Um, I mean, I thought it was good. They did a good use of comedy, and I didn't. It worked for the movie. I thought. It
I was
wasn't
kind of
overly done.
I was kind of surprised that the actor who plays his dad didn't really do any comedic stuff in this one, because he's kind of known for doing comedic stuff. That's like from Parks and Rec, or being the brother from Step Brothers, Derek.
Hmm.
I was like, all right, I thought I was expect like at least this guy would be throwing some humor in there, but nah. For the most part, he was actually pretty serious.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say too. Was like you got those two actors. You had him, and then you had the other guy.
The guy from Anchorman, or
Yes, the guy from Anchorman, and then you have this guy from Step Brothers. My other real names, I feel like a butthead. Adam Scott and David Connor. I don't know. Now I feel even worse. But yeah, like those two guys are known for like being comedical, and David, um, Connor, Connor. I need to really learn how to say names. Howard, the guy who played Howard, or the guy who was Howard. um, he was a little comical with some of the stuff he was saying. Like after the grandmother got done, she was just like, "Oh, what a load of horse crap." um, he was a comedic relief, but um, no, I mean I
those
liked it.
It was hilarious that he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep watch. Someone's gonna stay up to keep watching," and he knocks out.
Right, very next scene.
He's all knocked out, and then the iPad or whatever tablet's still playing, sleeping heavily in peace, like, and it just dies out to 1%. And his son, that's whenever his son goes to go get the gingerbread man, it just gets pulled up, and it was like just pretty hilarious. I mean, not as was be intended to be hilarious, just them all together trying to pull it down, like who was on the other end? It was just gingerbread men, or like was there Krumpus on the other end? Elves.
Mhm.
It's like they couldn't have been that powerful to just pull the fat kid up.
I mean, the elves probably could have. There was a lot of them, but yeah, that did seem like kind of a weird scene. Like, obviously, Krumpus had all the chains on himself, but then why didn't Krumpus just try to go down the chimney? Why did he put like a hook with the gingerbread? Like, I don't know. Sounds like you got to not really think too hard into some of these things in movies, because a lot of movies they do a good job of like making everything try to make sense in the movie. Like, oh man, I like how they did that because they're tied back to the beginning when they did this thing. But then sometimes things are just done to be done, I guess. Keep the story going, make the story longer.
Um, like the grandmother tried to make it seem like the fireplace was like a weakness. I don't know. Like they made it seem like, oh, keep up make sure it's still hot or like lit. And whenever it started going
Yeah.
down, whenever they try attempts, I was like, so they can only go to the chimney, or because the initially elves they go right through the front door.
Yeah, like, which I found really strange. Like, they planted a seed. They left that Santa bag in the front yard. They brought it inside so they can have their Trojan horse, their inside operation. Then you got Krumpus on the outside who's trying to get in, but he can't get in with a lit fireplace.
Yeah.
And it seems like, and this is just what it seems like, maybe Krumpus has a rule, that he has to follow, which is he can only get in the house if he can get down the chimney. So,
It's like
why
a vampire needs to be invited in.
So that's why, like, he never like jumped through a window or anything crazy. But then after the fight scene with all the Trojan horse guys and all the stuff, then the elves just jump through like a window basically, and it's just like, dude, you could have done that the whole time. Like, why'd you just decide to do that now? Like, I don't get it. I don't know. It was really weird though. But any least favorite scenes for you?
Least favorite scenes. I thought it was a pretty dumb idea for the daughter wanting to go out in the blizzard to go check on her. I think it was her boyfriend or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And really, it's like, oh, it's not really. They're telling her it's not really a good idea to go out. And then it's like, oh, it's okay. There's maybe someone will be out there. I don't know, something like that. She said something, and then like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So my least favorite scene is actually like more of a. It's actually the same scene you're talking about, except my least favorite part about it is that girl was the one that died first when she wasn't even really that bad of a person. Like, I was just like, man, like it couldn't have been one of the other kids first. Like, it had to be her. And of course, when you think about, what if it wasn't her? Then you probably wouldn't have got the cool scene of Krumpus jumping over the roofs and stuff like that, So I guess she had to be the sacrifice to introduce Krumpus. But it's still, and she made the most sense because she had a boyfriend who lived down the street. I get it. But I don't know. I didn't think she was really a bad person. So it was really like, I don't know. Just out of the moral part of it, I thought it was weird that she was the first one to die. Which also confused me a little bit too, because like, I mean, we find out later that these toys can mimic like human voices, or these monsters. I guess not even toys; they're monsters. But whenever the dad and the uncle went out to go look for the daughter in the truck, like it sounded like she might have still been alive. You know, because you heard them. She heard her screaming. So I actually thought that she was still alive, and they were going to go back and find her. But no, that never happened. She never got mentioned again.
Yeah, they doing running back inside the house.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't really know if she ever really was alive and she tried to escape, or did she actually die underneath that DHS van? I don't know. It's really crazy.
It's a good theory. I don't know.
But yeah, I guess like I said, that was probably my least favorite scene. Honestly, besides that, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with this movie that I would really be like, man, that really was a shitty scene or a really shitty part of the movie, or at least, you know, well, I don't know what I don't know if you know, but
You know.
you know.
I was just wondering, like, because it pretty much almost came down to the two kids whenever they're inside like the kid didn't know how to operate the what's it called, the snow.
He's like, I don't even know how to do stick.
He's all trying to drive it, and then pretty much doesn't go anywhere. I mean, pretty much everyone else of the family, they're all gone. I was like,
Yeah,
like how far was he gonna get?
yeah, it was kind of crazy too, because like, there's a big group of people. And I don't know if they just ran out of budget or they just didn't know what else to do for creativity, but they were just like, all right, everyone's basically gonna die in the next 10 minutes. The ending, and I don't know if you really want to say what the ending was, but I definitely did think the ending was a twist. Your only giveaway that it was going to be a twist was like the shading of the lighting of the film was more like lighter. It almost looked like a dream state, like when they do that in movies. Like it looked like it was a dream. So that's what kind of like tipped me off. I was like, something's off.
It
Something's
was
off.
all a dream.
We used to say, "Why not magazines?" But I thought the twist at the end was really good too. Like I was like, "Oh dang!"
I guess that was the least favorites or whatever. So going into the slogans.
All right, so the slogan for Krumpus was, "You better watch out."
Better not cry.
That's it. You better watch out.
You better watch out.
Krumpus, you better watch out. Did I just threaten Krumpus? Oh, he's gonna come kick my ass now.
Krumpus.
Krumpus.
Don't be greedy.
It's Krumpus. Is it Krumpus or Krampus?
Krumpus, the way the grandmother says it. Krumpus.
That's right, Krumpus. I was at this little festival thing, and everyone kept calling him Krampus. We could hang out with Krampus, and I was like, Krumpus, maybe.
Krumpus.
But it's whatever. People are having fun. Krumpus, keep that fire lit.
It was lit.
Krumpus, he knows if you've been naughty.
Krumpus. You still believe in Santa Claus?
Krumpus, he really doesn't care about you.
Krumpus, He ain't checking no list. He's just gonna straight up kill you.
Krumpus. I wonder if those gingerbread bread were good.
Maybe.
Krumpus. So did you get? Sorry, like I don't mean to like mess up everything, with the slogans, but I just thought about something. So did you get the hint that all the snowmen were people that they killed?
That didn't come into mind. That could be another theory.
Well, like after the kid gets kidnapped, right? The dad tries to go out the front door, and you see a snowman with the same scarf and like facial kind of like structure as the kid sitting right in front. So it made me assume that all the other snowmen, because they started coming, more and more were popping up. So I think the more that they were killing people, they were putting the snowman bodies in the front of the yard. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. That's why the snowmen keep popping up, because these are the people, they're victims, basically. I was like, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, because when there was the first one, but I don't know, it could just been any random person.
I mean, the whole town got screwed. They went to the boyfriend's house, and nobody was there. They already messed them all up.
It's like I thought we were just gonna have like a Jack Frost crossover.
I can see your house from here.
Krumpus. She speaks English. She spoke English the whole time.
Krumpus, the anti-Santa.
Yeah. Krumpus. I don't know. I can't think of it anymore. I just like saying Krumpus.
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 Krumpus. Krumpus? Krumpus. Yeah. All right. Well, how would you end it, Nick?
So we go into the ending, the initial ending. After the whole Max gets thrown into the pit of fire, lava.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was like they looked like the scene from This Is the End when they get dropped into the hole. Now, so he gets dropped in the hole because he's like, oh, I wish I take back the whole wish and everything. But Krumpus is like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give. You're going down the pit. He wakes up in his bed, thinking it's all just a dream. He goes into the living room where he sees everyone's back to life, his whole family, and they're like, he's trying to bring up the whole thing, like, oh, you're all okay, whatever, and they're like, what the hell are you talking about? And I think the bell comes into play. I just can't remember how exactly it comes back to him. He has the bell though, and then once that's acknowledged, the whole family starts remembering the stuff that all happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's like for a moment their memories were wiped out, but once they start remembering, I believe it starts to pan out that they're inside of a snow globe.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's one snow globe, and then they keep panning out to it's like multiple snow globes, like pretty much every victim who's in Max's shoes.
Oh, you're just explaining the ending period.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I haven't gotten to
change? I was like, when is he going to change something? I'm confused.
Change it.
So yeah, he got the bell because it was a gift, and he opened the gift, and the bell was inside the box, and then everyone kind of was like, got all weird about everything.
Yeah, that was the initial ending.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty. I don't know. It's an interesting ending twist.
You know, what I don't get is like the grandmother knew about all this. And it sounded like this is like the first time her son even heard of this crap. And it's like, you don't think you would like want to let your family know that there's this real evil entity out there that'll come fuck you up if you don't believe? Like, anyway, so for me, the ending would have been the Krumpus gives him the bell out in the snow. And, you know, because that's around the area when I think all the voices started coming, like, not all the voices, but he always leaves one victim, you know, to remind everyone of what happened or something like that. So I would have left it, you know, basically pan out. And then it's like 20 years later or something when he's an adult. And he has his own little kids and they're fighting and being like assholes to each other. And then they're like, Santa's not real. Santa's not real. Santa's not real. He's like, shut up, he is real. And then the dad comes and he's like, you need to believe, kids. Because if not, then something worse than Santa, or something not worse than Santa, but y'all better believe, because if not, there's consequences to this. And then all you hear is the Krumpus like on top of the roof, like whenever it made that slamming noise, and then it makes the lights flicker, and everyone kind of like looks around except for him. He just stays stared like deadpan, looking at the camera or something, and then it just whoosh, goes away.
It just goes away.
Yeah, I think that'd be a pretty cool ending. I mean, I like the ending. It did have a twist, but I just thought it was dumb that the kid just didn't, like, he obviously should have known that, you know, this guy wasn't going to care. I don't know. Just it seemed like a really weird, like, to throw away basically his life. But I don't know. How would you have ended it, my furry friend?
I would have maybe Max continue on trying to beg Krumpus to take him.
Krumpus!
So I mean, Krumpus initially does take him wherever to the underworld they're from. He's just there. Maybe he's captured as the prisoner, and he just has to live out his life watching the same shit happen over and over again. I don't know.
It was kind of weird.
And I'll make a part 2 where he escapes and then he tries to help him out. It'll be like a whole damn Jumanji setup. He's like Robin Williams. He escapes the game.
All right.
I couldn't think of an actual ending, but yeah. Or make a sequel.
All right. Well, I think how we would have ended it is always the ending segment.
Who's the hottest?
I can't tell because she might not have been age at a time.
The grandmother.
The grandmother.
The aunt.
So yeah, this is it. This is the end of the journey, the end of the line. Hope you had a great time. What?
Mm. I mean, you were just kind of right. You said roll fast. Like this is it. It's the end of the journey. Hmm. Is it really the end of the journey though?
It's just a pit stop. Um. Yeah, I mean, thank you all for joining us to this year of horror movie reviews this year. You know, me and Nick, I think both have grown to really do a good job, or do a better job of doing some of these reviews. We've obviously had to reformat a lot of our ideas since we had to get rid of the fresh rant since we didn't have fresh anymore. And then Franco's insight was always usually counter to mine and Nick's for the most part. Like me and Nick seem to agree a lot more on like the ratings of movies than Franco did with a lot of the movies that we had. But it's always good to have someone other point of view, than something that's always the same. So me and Nick had to kind of battle that, throughout the year. So, thank you for staying with us. I think me and Nick have gotten a really good mojo with each other. And, I mean, just look at that sexy face. Look at all that mojo just dripping off of it.
The mojo is dripping off.
But no, I mean, thank you all for continuing to support us, listening to this podcast, and we will keep bringing them out. Like I said, unless we have any bonus surprises for y'all, this is the last episode of the season. And again, I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we will see you next year. And again, my name is Mr. Fuentes. You can check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Mr. Fuentes 361. I also do rap music. You can check it out. And Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music, just look for Mr. Fuentes. But I also wanted to share something. Let's see. Where is it? So I have a show coming up on this Saturday, which happens to be kind of coinciding with what we reviewed today. It is the Krumpus night show, and let's share my screen real quick. If you could approve that real quick. And Krumpus night will be at Richard's Billiards in Corpus Christi.
Whoops.
Oh.
Just take it out. Okay.
We'll be in Corpus Christi. Krumpus night, we'll have the headliners are going to be Shy One, which he changed it to Shy 361, but Shy One, a lot of y'all know Shy One from the underground scene. He pretty much retired a little bit back from the rap scene, still kept making beats and things, but more recently he decided to come out of retirement, and he really wanted to do something nice for the community of Corpus Christi. This is where he was from, this is where he lives, this is where he's at, and he put only Corpus Christi artists on, or 361 artists on this roster. So come out. It's $5 a ticket. You can hit me up for a ticket if y'all would like. But it's this Saturday, December 18th. So depending on when you hear this now or when it comes out on Friday, it'll be December 18th, Saturday. Hit me up if you like tickets. And any of those places I told you can find me, which is going to be Mr. Fuentes 361 on Facebook or anywhere else. Just let me know what y'all want to do. But yeah. That's pretty much it. And again, thank y'all. And off to Nick.
Off to me, the bad guy, Nick H. The H. Uh, the H is silent, but the H also. I guess the H of the day was for happiness. That's what the H stand for this stream.
Oh,
The happiness of yeah, just it's been a cool journey. But if we do have another bonus episode, if we do, be on the lookout for that. So the last stream for the Ginger Jam Man episode, I try to break news because I'm pretty sure you didn't get to hear that news. So I have an idea what I want to do for next year, the following. So I'm still gonna be doing this Friday the 14th this show, but I'm gonna be putting out another stream that's still under the same umbrella, Friday the 14th. But this one is gonna be done with me and one of the guys that's on Emo Soul Productions from the show Rob is War. Rob. We're gonna be doing a Friday the 14th. Initially I called it bonus episodes, but I think it's really more of a spin-off than bonus because like I said, it's still gonna be Friday the 14th. It's just that the whole main idea towards it is that me and him are gonna be reviewing the low end movies, the the movies that they're ridiculously bad, that no one's ever gonna recommend. Those are the movies that we will be covering.
like Ginger Dead Man.
So initially, like those, yeah, or maybe you can pretty much find Tubi or. So yeah, that if you're a person who really enjoys the Friday the 14th, because I mean, this is on here we cover mainly the mainstream stuff. I thought it'd be a cool idea to dive more into more horror movies, and I'm
Oh,
still
like-
we're still trying to figure out the details, but what mainly that's what's mainly gonna be. We're gonna be reviewing the low tier movies.
So you're telling me that you waited till after we reviewed both Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving 3 to have an idea where we could not include me on this and you could watch horrible movies all on your own?
On my own, out about my own for me and Rob.
You and Rob.
Hey, this is still a fresh idea. This is the
Hey,
the
if Bryce is
spin-off-
going to be part of it too?
No, he's not gonna be
That's
part.
messed up. Man.
This is the spin-off show. But with this one, we don't really have a necessary set schedule. It's gonna be random whenever his days match up, whatever. But you're more than welcome if you want to be a host on that one too. I just didn't want to put the double duty on you.
Ooh, duty. Poop. Such a child,
It's a
Nick.
duty. It's Call of Duty. But yeah,
No, I mean, it sounds like a great idea. I love it. Let's do it.
the segments will be changed up a bit. It's gonna be a different show, but the same name, Friday 14. I was thinking something live because I mean it's gonna be a live exclusive on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That's also like the main point also. But yeah, that's the idea. I wanted to say it again, but with the idea what I want for the show.
Nice. Well, we'll see what happens, and everyone can look forward to that next year.
Next year. Just another cheap plugin. I've been doing this new streams called Even So Alive where I have special guests, mainly content creators. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I did a couple. When I did the Ginger Bedman review, one of the guests was Freddie from JF Elite V. He is a cool dude, cool stream. I guess this is just me pretty much shouting them out. Go subscribe to JF Elite V. They're all about wrestling highlights. They'll do some unboxings. Check out the channel and check out that stream. Another shout out, the Cinema Movie Podcast. Juan. I had Juan on for the last Emo So Live. That was a cool stream also. check out that stream. Check out them on what Spotify, pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts.
Yep.
Cinema Movie Podcasts. Then I have another Almost Alive coming soon. Like one for sure in the books. The other one is a surprise that may or may not happen. It's up in the air. You might get one sooner, but there's one I have scheduled towards the end of the month.
Yeah.
And
Well.
I believe I think that's all I have, to be honest.
What's your plugins, bro?
Huh?
What's your plugs, bro?
My plugs?
Yeah.
For
Your Instagram, your Facebook.
Oh, okay, it's all the Instagram. You want to follow me there? Follow me at badguy2313. I'm promoting more down. I used to promote my personal one, but I'm just gonna leave the personal one.
Personal?
The personal one, just gonna leave it in the dust. Promote my bad guy one more often because I'm mainly posting on there a lot. So that'll be my, I guess, my official fan page. If you want to consider it that.
Oh, Nick H. The H
Very
is silent.
They just saw it.
Silence of the H, man. I swear, that's the new podcast you should have.
Silence of the Age. Yeah. So thank you for tuning in visually or tuning in audio. Hopefully you enjoyed the season
watching
with
me
us.
lick my hand a lot this entire podcast.
Licking your hand, I was like,
I was eating some salt, some beer salt. Not
Salt
even drinking beer. I just like the beer salt. And I'll just eat it all. Everyone in the office hates me because they want their beer salt, and I just eat it all before they can drink beer. Alrighty, well, I guess again, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and if we see you before that, then we'll probably say it again. So, but if not, then we'll see you next year.
alrighty. Remember, folks, always been the bad guy.
Peace.